Time for some moves. Kevin Simpson bought AXP, American Express, at the open today. Why?
We've been really active in this name, Scott, for the past few months. We picked up some shares last month at 235, got pulled out at 255 to trim it. We wrote calls on it at 290 and had it called away. So this morning on the pullback with the tweet news, we added some shares at 282. It's an aspirational younger person trying to get gold cards, platinum cards, some old Wall Street elite with your black cards. It's a subscription model, a service model.
That's right.
Love the name.
I like that. Leventhal, and Leventhal definitely on the black card.
There'd have to be three of us spending to rate the black card.
I can help.
I've seen how he rolls. Jenny, you own AXP.
Yes.
Good buy here?
Yes. I mean, this is such a long-term holding for us, and I actually added it the other day to portfolios who had come in with new money, and we'd held off because it was up so much, and now it's down so much on the year, so added it here. The earnings growth is just remarkable. You know, it's consistent mid to high teens kind of forever. So. Yeah,
Steph,
and economic resilience, sorry, to your point.
All right, Steph, you bought Quanta Services.
Yeah,
PWR.
I just keep buying it. Like every time it goes down, it was down 5% on, the phase out of the clean energy bill. We have no idea what's going to happen with the clean energy bill, but this company does not need it to grow. They had a record backlog last quarter at $35 billion. They beat, they raised. We're going to spend $4 trillion on electrification and the grid upgrades between now and 2050, and they are absolute beneficiary of that. And 70% of their customers are utilities, which have to help in that upgrade cycle of the grid. So anytime it's down a lot, I'm adding to it.
Vernova, you also own still.
Yes.
Constellation Energy, you still own that?
No, I don't.
That's
no,
not you.
No, I never did. But I do own GE Vernova. I own Rockwell.
Oh, Eaton.
And Eaton. Yes, I own a lot on this theme, and I like the theme.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I got it confused.
No, it's all about the same thing. I mean, look, if you believe in AI, then you have to believe in the data center, and we're undersupplied in data centers globally with 11,000, and you need an upgraded grid to make the data centers work. And then you need power to make it all work. And so those are four themes right there that I am hugely bullish on for the next decade.
Okay, Kev, you bought Boeing also.
We did. We bought this in the growth strategy because it doesn't have a dividend. We think this is a return to normalization. You put Stephanie on the hot seat for Target. 5 years ago, we owned Boeing, and this was during a global pandemic.
She's been on the hot seat for Boeing, too.
I was on the hot seat for a lot of things.
Boeing's going to be a nice turnaround story.
That's how you make money, though, by the way. It can't all be that easy.
We can't look at it for the dividend strategy. They cut the dividend 5 years ago also. But I look at this like we did exiting United Healthcare last week. We exited Boeing in 2005. Can always come back to a name. If they reinstate a dividend, we'll look at it in the dividend story also. But this is a stock that couldn't get anything right. Every headline was horrible. Same as United Healthcare. So I think given enough time, we're looking at this as a new trajectory, and I like the way the administration is pro-Boeing. Maybe their best salesperson.
You obviously still own Boeing.
I do.
You like some headache stocks.
I have a lot of headache stocks, but when they work, you feel really good. I'll tell you that. Kelly Ortberg is really a rock star so far. Last quarter, they had a decent quarter, but it's the first time I actually saw their margins in their commercial aircraft business up 290 basis points year over year. It's been years since we can say that. So they have a great backlog, over 5,600 planes in their backlog, 7 years worth. And I think the story is really just beginning. I don't think a lot of people own this stock for obvious reasons. They were right not to. But I think this has changed, and the culture is changing. It has never been a demand problem. It was always a supply problem and an execution problem, and that's really turning itself around.
Quality control problem.
Absolutely.
Right?
100%.